Welcome everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be beginning a Let's Play of Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Some of you may be wondering why we've stopped our Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous playthrough, and that's simply because, as many of you know, there was a beta patch update recently, which caused save games to break. I did play through the game back to where close to where we were, but I have a game-breaking bug in Dresden, where I can't actually save or enter any buildings, or else the game crashes to desktop. So I'm actually stuck outside of Dresden and I can't advance any further at this point in time. So we're going to leave it for a bit and see if they fix that up, and then we'll go back into that as well. But for now, we're going to start this game. This is a game kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest. I remember seeing it in Steam a few months back on Early Access. I picked it up because it looked really neat, and I played through some of it, and then I got caught up in other games, and now we're coming back to it. So I haven't played some of this game. We're going to start brand new from the beginning, obviously, and we're going to get started right away. I believe it's out of Early Access, so I think this is the full version of the game. I'm almost certain. So the campaign, of course, is going to be Crown of the Magister. It is a starting level 1. We can change our campaign, but I don't think there's a user. You can get user campaigns, but we don't have any of those. You can actually use the Dungeon Maker beta. We're not playing Iron Man mode because I really don't want to. Difficulty can be on tabletop. That's 5e. This is 5e, by the way. So harder challenge, Cataclysm. You know what? I'm just gonna play authentic because I haven't played through the game yet, so I don't know exactly sort of what we're doing. And we're gonna create some characters. I have created a bunch of characters already, so we're gonna have Eltimar, the Sellsword fighter. We are going to have where are they? Where's my other character? I'm only seeing 3 of my 5 characters here. Weird. Huh, we're gonna have to make a new character then. Alright, well, we have Silene, who is our rogue. We have... yeah, we are missing a character, huh. We have our Law Cleric, Elira, and we're missing our wizard, it looks like. Guess we could just grab a wizard. Or we could just make a wizard, I guess. How did we not make a wizard last time? I'm almost certain we had a wizard made. Anyways, we'll make a character then. I'll show you guys the character creation screen. So there are 5 races. There's hill dwarves, half elves, humans, high elves, and marsh halflings. And 3 of those have 2 lineages you can choose from. For example, hill dwarves or snow dwarves, high elves or sylvan elves, and marsh halflings or island halflings, depending on how you're feeling about those things. We are going to make a high elf wizard. High elves give +1 intelligence and are proficient with long swords, short bows, long bows, cantrips, of course. The sylvan elves are wisdom. So, being as we're being a wizrad, we are not going to want to have wisdom buffed up. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's just not our casting trait. So let's grab her. You can choose your equipment if you really want to. You can choose between quarterstaff and dagger. These are all the sort of things you can change in character creation in Roll20, stuff like that. So, kind of an interesting thing. But we are going to grab Wizard. We also change our Arcane Tradition to Shock Arcanist, Lore Master, Green Mage. These are things you can class into later on, at level 2, obviously. So, Shock Arcanist, Lore Masters, or Green Mage, which are neat. You can specialize a bit. Same thing with other classes, like you can get different oaths for Paladin. You get different archetypes for Rogue, which I'm a little bit sad that they don't have Swashbuckler in here. It's such a fun class to play. Origins, Draconic, Mana, or Child of the Rift. You can also be a Hunter, a Marksman, a Shadow Tamer. You can be Champion, Mountaineer, or Spellblade. Spellblades are kind of fun to play. They're like an Arcane Knight, kind of. And then, of course, you can choose subclasses for your Cleric as well, which are just domain spells. Or domains, I guess. You get to choose your backgrounds. So, these are going to be your skills. Or, sorry, not the skills. These are your personality traits. We're going to choose Lawfulness, Greed, Formal and Casual, I guess. How many of these do you choose? 1 more. You can choose Lawfulness down here too, I guess. Yeah, we might as well. There we go. Fair enough. Okay, and we can also roll. So you can choose standard array, which is just the 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8, but that's dumb. We want at least... Actually, that's a pretty good roll, to be honest. I might just have to roll with that, so... 16 dex, 16 intelligence, which becomes 17 because of our ancestry. Charisma, wisdom. I guess con's kind of important. That's a lot of hit points for a wizard, though. Nah, whatever, it's fine. She doesn't have to be that charismatic. Though I kind of want her to have a +2. She definitely doesn't need strength that much. There we go. That's better. That's actually a really good roll. I'm kind of surprised we got such a good roll right away. We can choose our skills. There are 4 skills we can choose from to upgrade as class skills. History, investigation, medicine, or religion. We're going to take history, I guess, and... History is pretty good. Arcana is already a skill of ours, so we don't need it. Investigation, I guess? Yeah, it's probably a good one to have. She gets 1 more language. I'm gonna take Giant, I think, and then background languages we get 2 more. We'll take Ultimarian, because that, or Termarian, sorry, that might be useful. And we'll take some Terran, sure. That's Earth creatures, specifically like Earth elementals and stuff like that. Anyways, we're gonna choose a couple spells. We're gonna choose Dancing Lights, super important. Light is the thing in this game. You're gonna want some sort of light spell, and Dancing Lights is pretty good. And then we need spells. We have a choice between Chill Touch, Dazzle, Firebolt, Light, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost. Well, I mean, Ray of Frost is pretty good for cantrips. It's True Strike again. Oh right, True Strike is a garbage spell. We're just gonna take Firebolt. And we'll take... What is Shine? Oh. I mean, we could take Shine. I've never actually used Shine before. Let's try it out. Alright, as for spells, we're going to take a Jump. It's actually kind of important in this game. What else? Thunder Wave is pretty good. Magic Missile's always important. Burning Hands can be really good. But we're not going to bother. We have 3 spells left. Grease is super good. Sleep can also be really, really good. Shield self-only? Yes, it is. Is Mage Armor self-only? No, it's a touch spell. Interesting. Identify, though, we're going to grab. We'll get other spells later, but those are some good ones. You might think Jump seems weird, but it's actually a pretty useful spell, to be honest. Name our character, Elaine Denovan. Actually pretty okay with, well, not her hairstyle, but other than that, she's fine. I guess I should go through the hairstyles so you guys can see what there is. So, hair shape 1 is sort of a severe back bun. I don't know how to describe it. Sort of a wild hairstyle, like a braided crown type situation here. We got some braids and then a back braid and then loose hair. That's sort of just a 1 giant braid over the shoulder. 2 small braids in the back, not pigtails, sort of. Kind of like that. That's a nice short, like... It's weird because there's no side hair, so it just kind of looks like her hair is put on top like a mop head. Funny. Just keep going through them. It is kind of weird how it changes your alignment every time. Not your character alignment, but your visual alignment every couple seconds. Bald. Sort of a shaved top thing. I don't know how to describe it. There's some very flat looking hair in the back though. Okay, let's just go with the one I wanted. And then we'll choose a different face. Let's see what we got here. Face 2, face 3, face 4, face 5, face 6. So there's 6 faces to choose from. That one's aight. That one's alright. That's okay. really sure which one. I think I'm gonna go with this one though. Physique, you can change her to be bustier and also thick, like just generally a thick girl, including her neck. Look at that neck. It's got some serious muscles. She's a wizard. She's not super like buff.
Of course you've been detected.
I believe there's a hidden door.
Curses.
Fortune is fickle.
And you can choose your gender pronoun if you want to. Very interesting background. Character we created at the beginning of the game. Alright. I think we're ready to roll. Alright, let's put her in the group. There she is. Alright, so we have our 4. I'll show you guys each of these characters as we go, because obviously you're going to want to know what they do. Turn up the brightness just a teensy bit. Turn... My contrast is way too high on this monitor, apparently, because I can't see anything there. Alright, what if we go like here? So I kind of want just like... This is fine, right? Good enough. 0, 0. Alright, let's get this party started. Both literally and figuratively.
Before the Cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then, the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The Cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manicalan, they called it. And twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
It is the year 1024 after the Cataclysm. New states have arisen around the Badlands and crave its treasures. A newly discovered road offers a safer route into the ruined heart of the Empire from the Principality of Masgarth, upsetting the balance of power. The Legacy Council is formed to ensure that this knowledge is shared. It issues a call for agents to explore the Badlands in its name. Adventurers flock to Xvim, the Principality's capital and home of the Council. 4 strangers meet in the Grave Keep's cask, close to the Council chambers.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Is this the place for the Legacy Council job? Hope I'm not too late.
Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Sit. Relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Look, if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him.
It looks ridiculous. Some of the characters look very silly.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
I see you're all making the best of this.
Indeed. You mentioned something about some trouble. Would you care to elaborate?
I was proceeding down the highway, minding my own business, when 3 brigands burst from the bushes and waylaid me. They carried me off to some ramshackle prison, an imperial ruin of some sort. Fortunately, the walls were as weak as this indifferent ale we're drinking.
Mediocre ale, but that's fine. She just shoved her way through a wall. Makes perfect sense. Alright, we're going to turn up the volume a teensy bit because it's a little bit quiet. Usually games are a bit louder, but this one's a little quieter. So, here we go. Alright. Yes, I know how to do this. Understood. Nothing over here. What is tab? Oh, tab scrolls to your character. I see. Okay, fair enough. Let's find out where we're going. So we're making our way through a dungeon. Okay. Ducking under here. Some loot to grab. It's faintly glowing. We found a torch. Good, good. Whew. We can't go that way, I don't think. But highlighting interact. Okay, I already got that. Can't go through that door, so we're off this way. And there is some sort of. Okay, got it. I understand. Alright, so we've made our way into this small little chamber. Go through. We have to find a way out. We've climbed up here. There is definitely something over there. Alright. I'm kind of curious. Easy enough. We found a healing potion. Let's just keep jumping. We can't go through that way apparently, but we did get our chest, so that's important. Actually, I think we need to push this thing over. Each character has sort of like a brief storyline that shows how they got here and also gives you some tutorial on how to play the game. Now we can go back that way if you want to, and you can grab the chest if you missed it. It is extremely lucky that everyone was waiting to be hit by that wall. Unfortunately, none of them drop loot, which kind of sucks. And there's all of our equipment. Now we're actually wielding our hammer. We have a shield. We're good to go. And I think we're leaving out this way. Quest 1 complete. Super easy.
Nice move, that trip with the wall. Glad you're no worse for wear.
This council needs to get organized. They have no right to keep us waiting like this.
I don't mind waiting as long as they pay us for our bloody time.
I have a tale to tell as well. I too was attacked, but I put an end to my enemies with blood and pain.
So, what are you waiting for? Spit it out, why don't you?
Time for combat tutorial. I don't want to dash, I'm going to fight this out. I don't think you're allowed. You're definitely allowed to lose these fights, but you're also sort of. It's encouraged that you don't lose these fights. Could just walk back, but I'll take an AOO if I walk that way without disengaging, so we'll see. Luckily, we have pretty good armor. We have shields, and it looks like scale or chain, something like that. We got some experience for victory. To avoid opportunity attack, you can disengage, which is where on the screen. Wants me to disengage and push the rock. Okay, we'll figure it out. No, it's right there, obviously. Why won't it let me go there? Actually, it literally won't let me move. I don't know why I wouldn't, but whatever. Maybe I specifically had to disengage and push the rock at the same time. Anyways, we destroyed the bridge. That is What heroes do? Destroy important
What
property.
a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
Shut your gob or I'll shut it for you.
The Badlands are thick with them, shape-shifting bastards.
Go easy on him. He's just a harmless old drunk. Probably saw lizard folk or dragonborn or something.
You think I don't know the difference? All
Possibly.
those spines on their backs, those jaws. You've never seen anything like it. Not lizard folk, not troglodyte, not dragonborn, I'm telling you.
No one believes in Sorax anymore. Except the Church of Einar, of course. There's a Sorak under every bed if you believe them.
Easy now. Don't mock people for their faith.
Read them books. Sorax are masters of deception, infiltration. Anyone here could be a Sorak. You'd never know.
Oh, come on.
You'll see.
So anyway, Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
Bullshit.
I traveled here from the east and left the main highway, hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent, but I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into Stygian darkness.
Sometimes the subtitles don't match up with what they say.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
Teaching us about lighting, important. Says I need to light my way. Luckily, we have cantrips for that. Where's my dancing light? Why don't I have best spell focus? I have a component pouch. Okay, I'll put that on. That's my spell book. That's a pearl. Scroll kit, notebook, torch, candle, angry violet. Can I cast my spell now though? Can. There we go, dancing lights. You can also, use a torch to light these torches. Actually, I think you can use a light spell to do that too. And there's that one over there. Cantrips. And what's this? We failed our history check spectacularly.
What a peculiar style of art. Clearly the work of some savage hand.
Yes, definitely that. The character can cast healing spells, blah blah blah, potion, not going to use it. Okay. Moving on. We found some orcs.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
Alright, so our goal is to reach that thing. We are going to quick save. I don't think we even need to do anything special. I think we can just be in cautious mode and just go. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think you can actually be caught here. Although maybe you can. I don't know. I've never been caught here though, so. Seems like everyone would notice this particular circumstance, but cautious mode. There's also a chest there in the corner we missed. We'll grab that on the way out, because we have to go through this door anyways. I think we can not be cautious now. Alright, what do we got? We got a torch, we have an arrow, we have some rations, which are actually quite important in this game. Unfortunately, food is definitely a thing. It is a true D&D module in the regards that you need to pay attention to food. However, I've never liked food-based mechanics. They're kind of annoying, but whatever. We'll just buy food when we need it. I think you can also hunt and stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. And we need to go down to this fire pit, where we'll be resting for the day.
No other means of egress is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt, right?
They do. They do indeed. So you can take... You can take long rests at fire pits like this one. We're going to take a quick look at our spellbook first. What is the spellbook? Hotkey. Nope, that's bestiary still. Alright, you know what? It's probably an inventory. High-elf spell, wizard spells. Alright, we have those we have 2 slots. Open. Oh, I see. Okay. We have spell slots per level. Gotcha. I've been playing too much Pathfinder recently. We're gonna rest for a bit, and then when we wake up, we should be able to just walk right out. Because the orcs are gone, and that is the next little tutorial mode all done.
I would have slaughtered every one of those green-skinned monsters.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink. I'm beginning to think Lord Karen might be a mythical creature.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
Come on now, don't be a killjoy. We all sang for our supper. Your turn.
Your son's drunk.
You want to know the truth?
Sure.
I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
So, he was in dire straits?
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it. Because you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
Your friend sounds like an asshole. Maybe if he didn't borrow the money, he wouldn't have had to put up his heirloom as collateral. But still. Loan sharks are also terrible people, so... Alright. We're quick saving. We are cautiously approaching the wall. Following these tracks. Grabbing whatever that is.
Oh, Liam, always thoughtful.
Alright, so we need to approach this wall here, which lead to this thing. Someone's got a gaping hole in their wall. I understand how lockpicking works, thank you. Luckily we did a good thieves tools check and we got in no problemo. There are people around, we do not want to fight them. Also apparently these are bandits, so we shouldn't feel bad about, you know, stealing from bandit loan sharks. Oh right, we need to pickpocket him, I think. How do I do that? I'm very slowly getting caught. Maybe we need to not pickpocket him. I don't know. Let's keep going. Until it tells us we're not allowed to. Ah, perfect. Thought there was a pickpocket part of that, but I guess not. And up we go to a trapped room, which is always good. I know disarm traps, thanks, but our thieves' tool rolls are on point today. Come on. There's another trap chest. We're going to save. Just in case. We did succeed, barely. And we got 15 gold and a Liam's heirloom, which apparently is like a diamond, it looks like. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't turn out as well as we had hoped, because Liam's an idiot.
You are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
Kind of on
Grave
Loan
mistake.
Shark's side on this one.
Liam, what are you doing here? I told you I'd take care of it.
Alright, so we're gonna have to do a fight. We have high initiative. So is the Loan Shark. Anywho, we're gonna jump down here and stab him in the back. That was a solid sneak attack.
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
Who's asking?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
So you're real then?
So you're not a mythical creature after all.
Unlike, say, a sober adventurer?
Well
We
played.
kind of need a little bit more info about the job, my lord.
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
About the Legacy Council.
We hear this is a mission for the council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Murack, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple. But you know, politics? The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
What are the Eastern Kingdoms?
Which countries make up these eastern kingdoms?
Simple. The Principality of Masgarth, here, is in the middle. The Snow Alliance lies to the north. The Kingdom of Galavan to the east, and the New Empire to the south. All friendly, more or less, but the peace is fragile.
What organizations are there?
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The Council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
What are the Badlands?
What are the Badlands, really?
Simply put, they are a monster-ridden, chaotic wasteland that used to be the Elven Empire called Manicalan. It was destroyed about 1,000 years ago by the Great Cataclysm. Now, only ruins remain, full of forgotten knowledge, riches, and dangers.
Alright, we know enough.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
Are you our employer?
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
About the Principality.
What can you tell us about this place? The Principality?
We don't exactly have the time. Anyway, the Principality of Masgarth is ruled by Princess Kyrieru Silverflower. We are a wealthy state with fertile lands and the easiest access to the Badlands through a pass called the Copperhead Road. We're in the capital, Caer Kiflin, which was once part of the ancient Manicalan Empire of the High Elves. Hence the magnificent elvish buildings up there in the High Town. While we don't have a state religion, all of the major faiths of Solasta are represented here, though we tend to favor Einar, the god of valor and fidelity.
Alright, we're good, thanks.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Hurry up and wait. The story of my life.
Alright, so we have control of our group now. I think we're gonna get kicked out of the inn here. Maybe? once it loads. Give it a sec. It's doing it. Just needs, it's taking its time. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we can actually look at our characters now. I understand, thank you. Alright, what do we got? So we have our fighter, who's got an amazing roll, by the way. 17, 17, 17, 15, 13, 16. That was incredibly... I think it was my second roll as well, because my first one was really bad. He is a fighter, uses sword and board currently. He's supposed to be our tank. We have our rogue, 18 dexterity, 16 con, 16 charisma, and then sort of lower-ish other stats, which is perfectly fine. She's currently using 2 daggers, although you can switch to a rapier. However, without, I think it's dual wielding as a feat, or 2-weapon fight. No, dual wielding as a feat. You can't use 2 light weapons you can't use non-light weapons to dual wield. So for now, she's going to be using 2 daggers. We do have our cleric, 17 wisdom, 15 charisma, lots of strength. She's actually pretty decent at tanking as well. She's got 17 armor, and our main character has 19. So, and then finally our wizard. Of course, you saw me make her in the beginning of the game, and that's really what we were kind of rolling with here. So we got lawfulness, greed, we got pragmatism, lawfulness. We have greed, cynicism, and egoism, authority, violence, and pragmatism. So, yeah, that's where we're at. And we're going to get started with the actual campaign in the next video. So we've done all the tutorial stuff, and we are ready to go. We are in this city here. We are just at this inn, which is the Gravekeeper's Cask, and we're kind of just outside of that right now. For now, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.